You know, it'll be really good when, like, recording a video of saying, hey, I'm going to do some sound design. It's going to be cool and everything. And, you know, it'd be great. What'll be really good when doing one of these videos about sound design is if you check that you're actually recording what you're supposed to be recording. And, you know, maybe that's a good idea. So I'm going to say I don't want to save any of the changes. So now if I go on to patch A67, I've got this. Oh, okay, I've got harkonnen helicopter. Well, that was fine. Thank you for watching. You may now go away. I thought, hey, you know what? Let's do it as a video. You never know. YouTube might be down one day, so could the internet. Your channel could get deleted at any time without warning. So why not make a video to remind myself how I did this thing? And here's the patch. This is just default A67. This is the patch as it comes from Korg. And it's recording the audio input, so that's good. Woo, 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 woo. That's nice. So just to remind myself, it's not in videos what I've done. It's in sounds what I've done. Microkorg recordings. And there you go. You're looking at the inner workings of how I make my music. You'll see exclusive thing. What's June intro maybe? What's that? Let's have a listen to June intro maybe. Hang on. Turn up a bit. Sound like that. Hang on, let's listen to it again. All right, let's just try that first bit again. Now, the astute observer might say, oh, but Hobbit, what you're playing is a semitone down. Why don't you just, go a semitone up? Let's listen to the original again. Right, that's it. That note is a green one, and green is below B, that's an A. Right, so... Cool. Okay. So, hey, great. I had it somewhere. That's June intro, and I think that was one where I was like having a go over and over again, like take 5. Just briefly, let me pause it there. Right, so the reason why my keyboard is semi-toned down is default tuning is 440 Hz. I've tuned it down to 432 Hz because I'm one of those spastic twats that goes, oh, actually, if you tune it down to 432 Hz, it's far better for your heart chakra. And, oh, it's really good. Yeah. I learnt on my gap year. Yeah, I went to the ashram and they said, didn't you know that the Nazis tried to weaponize music? Yeah, they were looking for the most discordant tone, and funny enough, the Rockefeller Institution in America were doing the same thing, and they agreed that the standard orchestral reference tone is going to be 440 hertz, and they were looking for the most dissonant thing, and there were riots in orchestra pits and in operas when they were using this tone, and they decided to go ahead with it. Yeah, before then, A was anything from 417 hertz to 432, and in fact, sometimes 444. And I thought, okay, right, well, I'll try it. On my guitar I had at the time, 417 just sounded really, like, sloppy and wrong. 444 is like, I can't really tell the difference between this and 440, but 432, I like that. So, excuse me, I've stuck with that, and I think it's so much the better. Yeah, so I did a June intro, and already by take 5, it's starting to get some of the effects that became Harkonnen Helicopter. So let's then listen to take number 4. Wow! 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 Jesus, that's overdriven. That's why I did a take 5 and take 3. Arabian Nights, let me tell you 1001 stories. Inshallah. I can't help myself. And then I did a bassline wobbly pitch. Boom, 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 boom. Well, that tempo is like far faster than this, so why is it there? Who knows? Who knows? So, right. I did that. Then I did this thing, Walk to the Siege. And I think this was a prototype Harkonnen helicopter. So if I open that, let's have a listen. So what's going on there? Okay, it's definitely not that, right? There's time to do some editing. So if I bring up this thing here, oh, look at that. You can see it's all well zoomed in because I'm getting heartburn from a tomato soup I had. That's bad, isn't it? So we've got some numbers here. This one don't really matter. That's just the default that setting 67 comes with. What's really important, this bit over here. So, for example, if I go to the sound editor, right, yeah, it's a polyphony thing, so I can play 2 notes at once. Four notes at once. It's square, its waveform is 106. It's a triangle, but I put it on ring modulation. So let's just do that. Let's turn the volume down so I can hear myself over that. And already it's like, right, that's it, it's done. Thank you for watching. You may now go away. But then I did some other things, didn't I? Because, I mean, if I look at this thing over here, which is a bit hard to read, so I'm just going to put it over there in the other screen. Let's have a look. So, mixers all the same, 80-100, yeah. Filters, 12 decibel low pass filter. What if I put on a 24 pass low pass filter? I mean, that sounds a bit muffly. Right, but these numbers are different. So this number is 66, which makes it more muffly. muffly, yeah. But then I put the resonance up to make it got that harsh ting to it. There we go. There's a harsh ting to it, because I like harsh things. And then I do this. I have no idea what filter envelope generator INT means, but oh yeah, that makes a difference, doesn't it? Cool, spooky, dark. Yeah, nice. It's dark, it's dark. And then I played with the LFOs and I decided that actually, you know what? The LFOs, it's interesting, but I like less LFO. I want my sound to be boring and flat, so let's put it to 60 instead. And what would that sound like if I did it with, like, the LFO as it was before? Let's have a listen to that. Alright, and pretty much the only thing I don't like about this, and it's in the same in patch number 67 by Korg, is the attack is a bit slow. I would like it to be immediate. So let's do an immediate attack. That sounds really muffled. Oh yeah, keyboard track's not 17. I put it to 0. Right, so let's try 0. It still doesn't... It sounds muddy. What have I done wrong? Let's just check up here. That's all the same. Oscillator 1 and 2. They're right. Yeah. Mixer's correct. Filter. Let's have a look at filter. It's 12 dB LPF. 6634 minus 70. 6834 minus 70. Yeah, these numbers. I've got 0, 0, 24, 127. Right. So that's a 24. And then the next one is... Well, let's just try that. Yep, that's better. But then I made the RT... Whatever RT stands for, I haven't got a clue. I don't know. It's all Japanese to me. I mean, it's not released because the envelope generator is the ADSR envelope, but they call it an envelope generator. You know, similar. It's not as if everyone has to have the same terminology, do they? I mean, we won't want to make things boring and comprehensible and predictable. No, because then... Well, we would lose the idiosyncrasies of a different design. I mean, what's the point in buying one synthesizer over another if they all sound the same and all do the same thing? No, we don't do that, do we? That's why we all have different things and why the Korg microkorg is a good Korg, but other Korgs are available. And indeed, Korgs not made by Korg, such as Roland or Novaton or Make Noise, that's a company, yep. They all make synthesizers. They don't make Korgs, but they do make synthesizers. So maybe I needed to make that distinction. Korg really annoy me by doing things differently. Why can't they just call it ADSR like everybody else? But anyway, SL and RT is 12784. Or maybe that should be called sustain and release, but it's RT. I changed the amp down to 108 because I thought that was better. And I can always change the attack to a slower attack, but then I'm going with just with immediate. Then finally I had the effects, and I've bloody tired. What have I got? I've got ensemble and I've got LR delay 53, 82. So let's try that. Yep. Okay, and then LR delay 68 and 90. That's the same as there. I'm very, 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 very tempted to turn it off. And if I turn it off, there's no option. You can't just sort of go off. You have to always keep. So, but that's off, and then I could do that, and that's off. Which, you know, doesn't sound so good. And the reason for that is because, wow, I've got a Korg NTS1 that can do the chorus or ensemble, and then I don't think it's got LR delay, but it has got other forms of delay in it, like ping pong and mono, and it's got a bigger display than the Korg. And actually, that's the thing. I mean, I think for the money, I paid what, 230 quid for this? I don't think you can get more synthesizer for the money. And with a £99 Korg NTS1, which I bought brand new, I don't think you can get more synthesizer for that money, especially if you plug it into a MIDI control so you can actually use the oscillator on it properly. Yeah, but you have to understand that the compromises are made, and for example, on the Korg from 2002, it's got a 3-character LCD display, so it's a bit difficult to write. I mean, for example, when I first brought up the sound editor, it says, hey, did you know write protect's on? Well, of course, it's always on. So I had to go Shift 8, and then it says UTP, and then I twiddled knob 1 till it was off, then I pressed 8 again, and then it says, okay, write protect's off. Well, it doesn't say, okay, write protect's now off. That's a bit wordy. It just flashes off, and it's like, okay. And then you double click on the sound editor, and it's like, it doesn't give you that warning. But anyway, I've done with Harkonnen helicopter, and I have now done it. So let's call it Harko Heli, and then write to device, and we'll take preset. Do I want to take preset 67? Yeah, I do. And then I can always use one of the presets I don't like to load the default 67, because that's quite interesting on its own. Well, here's the thing, you see. I was watching a video about another synthesizer. Let's not mention the name for once. But Korg, if you're listening, I would really love a Prologue 16. So get in touch, and I will be your #1 fanboy forever and ever. Amen. But they were showing, like, hey, this is the difference between between. But have I just written it? Yeah, I did, but I want the effects back on, and then I can always turn the effects off. It was here you go, Harko Heli. There it is. And the guy that was giving a demonstration was showing the difference. It was really nice. It had like this, because on this one, you got mono. So let's just go mono. Cool, okay. And then he showed a switch between mono, poly, unison, and chord. And you play like one key and it does a bunch of chords. So let's just try poly. Okay, yeah, and it's a bit too noisy. So let's just try unison, where we'd have like 2 timbres, multi. I've seen presets with like, but anyway, let's try trigger mode single. That's interesting. So if I try multi, what does that do? Yeah, okay. That makes a difference. That really changes the character of it, doesn't it? Okay, cool. So I don't think unison's for me. Let's just keep it on poly. That doesn't sound right. What's gone wrong? Mono. Oh, the modulation wheel. That's it. Okay. Phew. That was a relief. Oh, yeah. What if I changed that? Like, to be, like, huge? Okay. What would go the other way? Interesting. That is interesting. And I don't know how, because I mean these virtual patches. I mean, if you imagine you had a modular synth in front of you, and you got your cables going from one module to another, and it's like, yeah, I'm going to patch the LFO2 to the oscillator 2's tuning, and LFO1's going to go into LFO2 to control its frequency, and then you've got the amp envelope generator controls the amplifier. And what happens if I turn the intensity of that to like 2 or something? I mean, what is it of the amp envelope generator which controls the amp? Because, I mean, my attack set to 0. Maybe, what if I put, I mean, the attack was like 91 before. But the fact is, like, the attack being 0, I mean, if I bring up, can I bring up Audacity? Have I got Audacity running? No, I don't. There's Audacity. So here's Audacity, and let's do record. And this is a low attack, slow attack. Right, so there we go. And then that LR delay shows why it's... Alright, so let's do a fast attack. I'll just drag it over there. Let's make it like... That's faster than before, but it's not 0. So let's just record again. And it's a bit hard to see with that waveform, but because, like, you know, it's doing the LR left and then the right delay thing to go whoa. But yeah, I can sort of see it's kind of like expanding it. Yeah, I don't understand, like, the point in having the envelope generator control the intensity of the amplification, because that seems a bit redundant. It's like I've got this on-off switch, which... No, it's like I've got a dimmer switch, and You know, I turn the light on with the dimmer switch and then it gets bright. But then I've got this light resistant dimmer switch, and then when I turn the light on with this switch, it then makes the light go on the light sensitive bit, and then the light goes on. So what does that make it, like a little bit of delay? Is that it? Like a bit of delay? So I suppose if I just make the attack shorter, then yeah. Tell you what, people that design sounds, because I'm uploading this video, and if you made it this far, then well done, thank you. Can you explain to me what is the point of having your ADSR envelope controlling the amplifier? What's the point in that? Because I don't get it. I mean, it's nice you can do that. It's a great feature. I just don't understand the purpose. Oh, and then I had this, and yeah, okay. Did I mention I'm tired? I thought this would be good content. Well, it is. It's informative. I'm learning. So yeah, 53. And then 82. Right, so let's just try that, just with the ensemble. Okay, that's interesting. So I've got no LR delay. So what is causing, if I record it again, what's it causing to go woo, 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 woo? Is that the LFO? So what if I turn the LFO off? What if I say, LFO 2, you do noise level, for example. Let's try that, and then record here. Well, it's still waving up and down a bit, but that shows the LFO is in fact controlling that. So it was, well, oscillator control 1, oscillator 2. If I change that from square wave to a sine, okay, and let's got the saw. And a square. Okay, so what was my question? The LR delay does not make it go up and down like that, but I think it's the LFO which is making it go up and down. But then there was something where I was going, well, hang on, what's going on here? Come on, brain, you almost had it. You were at some sort of epiphany then. I was playing it, and it's like... What? Maybe I should play back this bit? Of course, right. I get it. What my brain was trying to say is, okay, you thought this sort of let's scroll back to a good example, like there is some this well, the way where it sort of goes up and down like that. I thought that was like, oh yeah, well that's the left side, that's the right side, that's left side. No, it's not. This is left channel, that one's right channel. And if we see, these are going up and down in parallel. So there's no left-right delay. So now if I go to effect and if I say left-right delay, what was it before? I set it to 68 and 90. I can always edit this afterwards, but I think for the moment, let's just be faithful to the one preset I've made. You know, well, no, I made other presets, it's just I haven't saved them. This is the only one I saved. Right, so now let's try that. So let's record it. And then louder volume. I mean, great. I've recorded the waveform, but it's not so putting some LR delay makes the peaks a bit less. All right, okay, I guess, but I think I need to zoom in to have a look what I've done here. I mean, I suppose this is a bit like an oscilloscope. If you had an oscilloscope, like, hey, can you print off a graph of what? Yeah, you know, like those like Thunderbirds things where they're looking at a seismograph and it's got a pencil, and whenever it's vibrating, it's rocking back and forth. Like if you had an oscilloscope and it's just like it's got a little plotter and it's plotting the waveform. So let's zoom in and have a look at this waveform. Well, can't really see much there because it's all very. I mean, it sounds bloody loud to me, but you know, if you look at, I mean, that's it's tiny in terms of what it could be, but and it sort of goes. I mean, this is all 34 seconds. So I mean, if we're looking here, that's like 1/100th of a second is that much there. Can I play that one bit? That's what 100th of a second sounds like. Okay, and then it's hang on, it's getting a bit sort of maybe zoom out a bit. 3510, 3515. That's 100th of a second. Okay, so let's just go and play. Okay, let's play that bit. Oh, it doesn't help that I'm playing different notes. Well, anyway, so do that, and then we go on to zoom out a bit more. This really, what I'm doing now is just to sort of fulfill some curiosity in me. Like, hey, maybe if I look at the waveform, I can glean some insights which I wouldn't have otherwise known, and then I can, you know, I can look like I'm really intelligent. It's like, look at me, gleaning, you know, delving deep into the sound I've created, the Harkonnen helicopter. Why do I have to put on a continental voice when I'm doing pretentious intellectual stuff? I'm not Lloyd Grossman. I don't need to do that. This bit is like, hey, the right channel is bigger than the left channel. Okay, so let's just play that. Right. And then what's this bit then? Let's just have the left channel. Just the right channel? No. That sounds the same to me. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. This bit is different. I mean, I can see it looks different. You know what? Honestly, who cares? At this point, I'm not even that interested. Suffice to say, that is how you build a Harkonnen helicopter, not just for this synthesizer, but any of them. And it only seems I can do one timbre in this, so write that to the device. Yeah, it's A67. Now, I want to have a look at a multi-timbral preset. So, let's just go. So that's setting B60, A61. Hang on. Was that the one I was using? Well, yeah. Anyway, this is. No, it's not by Timbrel. It's not. What's the one I was using? Maybe it's on the B side. That's it. Yeah, this is the one. So it's B62. B62 is this one here, right? Mono, multi, but there's two timbres. There's two voices going in one. So what we got? We got. We got an arpeggiator. Yeah, but is the arpeggiator doing timbre 2 or timbre 1? So this one's poly, the other one's mono. Let's put it on again, the arpeggiator. Right, so voice number 1 is the warm, and that's mono. Okay, and that's got a slow attack. What's the no? The attack is what? I mean, no, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You should. Right. Timbre 2 is the warm pad, and it's polyphony. That's why when I was doing the the last okay, so there is definitely, like, you can hear differences in notes there, but that's all. Timbre 1 is monophony, so the attack is very short. What if I put in like let's put in some. But what I want to say is, like, hey, cool, you've got a polyphony synthesizer and it can do two voices at the same time. Isn't that cool? Yeah. So, how do you do that? I don't know, but you can, and that sure is a good thing. And there's like the warm. So this is actually square waves. Cool, and then you got all these bits, and it's got a 2-band low pass filter, so it's really fuzzy and warm and nice. And then of course there's some effects with chorus and flanger and chorus delay. Yep. Cool. Voice mode is layer. Okay. No, I don't want to save changes. So if I go to 67 Hardcore Heli, and voice mode is single, layer and vocode. Oh yeah, vocode. Well, I don't have a microphone plugged into the synth, so that's not going to do anything. But if I did layer, and then I could do timbre 2, and I could just say, well, timbre 2. Well, let's make you like a sine wave, yeah, and then we'll do it mono sine wave, yeah, trigger mode single, sure, whatever. No oscillator 1. Can't hear it because it's like. Cool. Well, you know, we're getting somewhere here, aren't we? Yeah, I mean, none of these virtual patches are doing anything, and that's the way I like it. But what if we said that, hey, LFO1, you affect the pitch of, well, you just affect the pitch, so do that. And LFO1, your frequency is going to be that. And then the mod wheel is, of course, just like it's not doing anything, so let's make the modulation wheel do something. So what if we did like the modulation wheel controls ISC control number 1? That sounds interesting. Let's try that. Wouldn't it be nice if there was a mixer for both voices? That would be really cool. What, like on the Korg Prologue 8 and 16, available in all good Korg retailers now. Yes, just like the Korg Prologue 16, which I really want. Yeah, that'd be cool. So what else can I do with the modulation? What if I did cough? And of course this won't do anything because the intensity's nothing. So what if I make the cutoff here like this? And what if I tuned it to a -7 so it's in tune with the triangle oscillator 2 on voice number 1? Wow, it makes a difference. But I want that to be oscillator control number 1. Maybe 63 is a bit too brash, shall we say. 33, let's try that. cool. If only I had a mod wheel for Voice 1 and Voice 2 that could be separately controlled, what, like on the Korg Prologue 16. Yes, available on all good retailers now. Can I have a Korg Prologue 16? Yes. Yes, you can. It's yours, available for the princely sum of £1,500 plus VAT. Ugh. I want it. Or why can't you just be happy with what you got? I am happy with what I've got, but I'll be happier with more things. It's like, why can't you be happy with one horse? Well, I want 2 horses. Why have you got to have 22 kids? Why can't you just have one? Well, because I'm happier with 22 kids, or 23, I can't remember how many Bradfords have. But cool. Do I want to do anything more with it? Let me take off resonance. And that's how you make a synthesizer scream. Oh, God. Oh, you know what? I think that's as much as I want to do looking at the bloody spreadsheet. I think the rest of it is going to have to be me in the dark, smoky room, eyes closed, twiddling knobs, and then going, oh, yeah, that sounds good. I'll record that. So let's write that to the device. And then I think this shall be the end of my experimentation. So, is this... yeah, it's still recording. That was a relief. I just... I've got 3 input sources for audio now, and I got very concerned when I was talking, and I saw nothing bobbing on the VU meters. But yeah, that's it. That's how to make Harkonnen helicopter, and to go a little bit crazy. And also to talk about a synthesizer you don't got, but really want. Thanks for watching. You may now go away.